Spirituality and mental strength, the inner power that cannot be broken in the modern world. Strength is often misunderstood. It is measured by productivity, dominance, endurance under pressure, or the ability to control external circumstances. Mental strength is usually defined as resilience, grit, or toughness, the capacity to push forward regardless of pain. While these qualities have value, they represent only a partial understanding of true strength. From a spiritual perspective, real strength is not forceful. It is grounded. It is not loud. It is steady. It does not arise from resistance to life, but from harmony with it. Spirituality reveals a deeper dimension of mental strength, one that does not depend on constant effort, control, or struggle, but on inner alignment, awareness, and surrender to truth. This essay explores how spirituality and mental strength are not separate domains, but deeply interconnected. True mental strength is spiritual in nature, and true spirituality naturally produces unshakable inner strength. 1. The spiritual definition of mental strength. Mental strength is commonly described as the ability to endure hardship without breaking. Spiritually, mental strength is the ability to remain inwardly stable regardless of external conditions. It is not the absence of fear, doubt, or emotion, but the presence of awareness that is larger than them. A spiritually strong mind does not collapse under uncertainty, does not identify with temporary emotional states, does not require external validation to remain whole, does not resist reality, but responds wisely to it. Spirituality teaches that the mind becomes strong not by hardening itself, but by becoming rooted in something deeper than thought, consciousness itself too. Why force alone is not true strength. Many people attempt to build mental strength through sheer willpower. They suppress emotions, ignore exhaustion, and push themselves relentlessly. While this can produce short-term results, it often leads to burnout, inner conflict, and emotional fragility. Spiritual wisdom reveals a paradox. The more you fight your inner experience, the weaker you become. True strength is not about domination of the mind, but mastery through understanding. Force creates tension. Understanding creates freedom. A spiritually developed mind does not suppress fear, it sees through it. It does not deny pain, it allows it to pass. It does not cling to certainty, it rests in trust. This is strength without rigidity, power without aggression. 3. Awareness, the foundation of inner strength. At the heart of spirituality is awareness, the capacity to observe thoughts, emotions, and sensations without being consumed by them. Awareness creates distance. Distance creates choice. Choice creates strength. Without awareness, the mind reacts automatically. Fear leads to avoidance. Anger leads to impulsive action. Desire leads to attachment. Pain leads to identification. With awareness, reactions lose their authority. You may still feel fear, but fear no longer controls your actions. You may experience sadness, but sadness no longer defines your identity. A calm lake reflects the sky clearly. A turbulent mind distorts reality. 4. Surrender as the highest form of strength. One of the most misunderstood spiritual principles is surrender. It is often mistaken for weakness, passivity, or resignation. In truth, surrender is an advanced form of mental strength. Surrender means accepting what is, without inner resistance, releasing the need to control uncontrollable outcomes. Trusting a deeper intelligence beyond the ego, resistance drains mental energy. Acceptance restores it. When the mind stops fighting reality, immense strength becomes available. This does not mean inaction. It means right action without inner conflict. A spiritually strong person says, this inner posture creates resilience that no external event can shatter. 5. Detachment without indifference. Spirituality teaches detachment, not indifference. Detachment is the ability to engage fully with life without being psychologically enslaved by outcomes. Attachment weakens mental strength because it ties inner stability to external results. This form of strength allows love without possession, ambition without anxiety, effort without desperation, loss without collapse. A detached mind is not cold, it is free. 6. Stillness, the source of unshakable power. True mental strength is born in stillness. Stillness is not the absence of activity, but the absence of inner noise. It is the space beneath thought, where clarity, intuition, and wisdom arise naturally. In stillness, the mind resets itself. Emotional turbulence dissolves. Insight replaces confusion. Strength emerges effortlessly. Spiritual traditions across cultures emphasize silence, meditation, prayer, and contemplation, not as escapes from life, but as training grounds for inner stability. A person who knows stillness carries strength into action. A person who avoids stillness remains reactive and fragile. 7. Faith and trust as psychological anchors. Spirituality introduces faith, not necessarily belief in doctrine, but trust in life itself. This trust acts as a psychological anchor during chaos. Such trust prevents despair, overthinking, and mental collapse during uncertainty. A spiritually strong mind does not demand guarantees. It operates from inner assurance rather than external certainty.